what are the top 4 or 5 things that a small service business owner must include in their employee screening to protect themselves? Talk sort of a high level on that. What is it? Because when you and I were talking, our background checks were this, and you said, that's great. So you'll probably have a lot of problems if you don't do this.
Sure. So I think the biggest thing with background screening is most people don't understand how it all works. So what happens is, you go online and if you've ever just taken the internet and plugged in somebody's name, that pop-up will come up, find out anything about anybody for like 1995. But the problem with that is that if you look at the fine print, it says not for employment purposes.
Right.
So what happens is criminal history is located at each individual county, and they don't share information. So in order to get the information, you actually have to go into those counties. And about 30% of the counties, they don't report to any kind of a database at all. So the first thing that everybody has to do is a Social Security trace. And what that's going to do is...
What was that, Social Security?
A Social Security trace.
Trace, okay.
And that is with credit header information. And we're looking for 2 things. Where the person's lived, so we know which counties to go to, and what names they've used in conjunction with that Social Security number. So that's first thing. Second thing then is to go into those counties. So at the very, very least, you need to do a county search of all the counties that show up on that Social Security trace.
Yeah.
So now can I, because you're starting to get deep here, and I'm already like, wait, is this something I'm supposed to be doing? Or is this something I need to hire somebody else to do for me because they're going to do it better, do it faster, do it more complete? Who's the best person to be doing that Social Security trace and make sure that it gets done right?
Yes, that would be done through your background screening firm. And the reason, the reason
because for a second I was like, oh, I was supposed to be doing that. Shawn, I got to rerun your background check one more time.
No, don't do that. Let Kate do it. Kate, we'll talk after this.
Sounds good. No, so when I say you need to do it, that means that you need to do that through a company. And thank you for clearing that up there. Because most people don't have access to those kind of records anyway, just even to get the Social Security trace. But once you get those addresses, then you go into the court lists, to do the searches. But the question comes up, well, what happens if somebody commits a crime someplace where they didn't use their Social Security number? So what you can do is expand the search by doing, some states have a statewide, which is the first attempt to get all the information at the same place, same time. However, they're not always known to be the most complete because they're dependent on the counties to report up to the state. This is sounding kind of getting involved, but it's just to understand that with today's technology, you would think, if you've ever watched NCIC, you know that they do facial recognition in 30 seconds.
How about Criminal Minds? I love Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds. You get everything done in 30 seconds or less, but the technology is there, but it's not been implemented.